OC the baby was seen on video shoplifting at the grocery store? The apple doesn't fall far from the tree. Let's talk about it. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Hey, subbies. What me waganis? Them. Wagwan, everybody. How is everyone? Hope you're well. Hope you had a great Easter weekend. If this is the first time you're coming to my channel, please stop, subscribe, click on the notification bell, click all so that when I drop the video, you get the call. So guys, last night I was peeking around in the YouTube streets and I saw that our family in Florida done a live on Friday, on Easter Friday. So let me tell you what I see them get up to and what they talk about. So firstly, she was happy because the fast is over and she can drink soda. So she was there drinking soda. She fried fish and she cooked shrimp. But she said she never cleaned the shrimp. She didn't clean the poo out the shrimp. Now, you know the husband is a bit of a picky eater. So he was sitting there trying to cut through the shrimp and clean the poo out of the shrimp. Girl, you have to clean the poo out of the shrimp. Guys, I don't eat shrimp from people unless that's been done. I hardly eat shrimp in restaurant because sometimes they don't do that. You have to ask them, did you devein the shrimp? Now, you need to Google that. It really is poo. What other, do we eat the belly in the fish? Do we eat all the yuck inside the chicken? Why eat the poo in the shrimp? Poo is poo, no matter where it come from. So I was very shocked that she doesn't clean the poo out the shrimp. Well, he said to her, you normally do it, but I think he might have just said that for the camera now, because I was shocked, guys. Comment below if you do not clean the poo out of your shrimp. Can't eat it. It's unhealthy, guys. It is poo and it can carry bacteria. You know, sometimes people get sick off of shrimp and them sitting there because people ain't cleaned them. She said she don't care. She push anything in her mouth. So I'm going to tell you the truth. Normally when she's cooking shrimp, because I love shrimp, but I'll never look at her shrimp again now. Because me, I go feel like she not clean them. Yeah? Now, they were saying how delicious the shrimp is, but I don't know who has told her what it is she buys. She needs to show us what is that you bought, the red stuff that you're putting in the shrimp. I know pepper shrimp. Guys, I don't know. When I cook shrimp, by the time I season it, especially if you've got paprika on it, right? And things like that, the red seasonings. By the time you season it and it cook, it comes out that nice pinkish colour and it will be red in your seasoning. I don't know. What is that red dye stuff? Is that dye? Food colouring, or is it an actual flavouring? I don't know what that is, and I wish she would hold it up and show us, right? I don't know what that is, but I'll tell you something. The shrimp look ridiculously red. It looks too red. Like, I wouldn't eat that. If I went out and I saw that, I'd ask, why is it so red? And if it's an artificial colouring, I wouldn't eat it. So I don't know what's that on the red shrimp. Is it some American flavouring that we don't know about? Let me know. If it's something proper seasoning, who knows? Or is she just putting too much? Mercedes sitting ready, ready, ready. Ready, 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 ready. Okay. I don't know what that is. The shrimp used to look better when she didn't put that on it. Then she was eating the bun and cheese, and there was no mention of the brand of bun, but I know it's Birdie Bun because I saw it in the pantry last time. She also made a joke to say, "I'm eating cheese." She said to him, "You are the bun," literally. She said that earlier. He's the bun, literally. I don't think so. Yeah. He wasn't talking much. He was sitting there trying hard to clean the poo out of the shrimp. I don't know. Then they were there. They made a mention now. She said something about Jay love her belly, and he said, "I wonder where she get that from." It wasn't nothing bad, but just telling you what I noticed. They're always on about this girl's weight or what she eat in some way or the other. Like, I know the mum and Jay's supposed to be doing some health thing together, but it's going to be a bit deflating if you're always, throwing words about what she eats or her weight, Then I notice that her attitude, the wife's attitude, definitely elevates when she's with him. When she's with him, she's full of attitude. I don't know why. They really do suit each other, guys. I will always say that. They suit each other. Everyone telling her to leave him, including myself. Nah, stay with him. The only sad thing is that there's kids involved, and hopefully, they'll be okay and they'll be wise enough to know right from wrong or whatever. But no, this couple suit each other. Her attitude rises, and this live, how long was it? About 2 hours, something like that. And they laugh like she's in awe of him. When she always leans in on him or puts her hand on his shoulder, he never instigates that. She always leans in and look and laugh, and she laughs. She go in her fits. So they were having a very nice Easter Friday, enjoying them one another. Yeah. She got a bit cheeky, saying, "Anybody comment over here, go and do your own live." So I don't know what happened there when she said go and do your own live. Maybe it was another YouTuber or somebody made a comment on her page, and she said go and do your own live. She said, "'Cause your live dry up and dry out and don't last long." Something like that. I didn't see who commented. She addressed all her mods and that, and told them, let them go on with their antics. She addressed all the mods, make sure they're in place, all of that, blah, blah. Yeah. The real Chrissy stood up. The real Chrissy stood up. Everyone who watch Chrissy work, these are the ones they should come and watch and see who is the real Chrissy. These are the ones that they should come and watch. She feels very mighty when she's next to the husband. And she looks very proud, proud that they're there and all of that. You know what I mean? Then they were talking about, I don't know, cats eating fish like a cat. And she said to him, "Don't call it a cat. Call it a puss." Guys, to be honest, I don't even really know what they were talking about, but I just heard that. How can you correct someone, tell them don't call it a cat, call it a puss? Me weak, you know? So yeah, they were there sitting, chatting. He said, him not eat head, him get head. They were talking about the shrimp heads, right? And he was saying him not eat head, him get head. You know, they always have their little whatever. She said she eat head. She suck everything and slurp. You know the innuendo, right? Remember, you know, the kids are sitting at the dining table. And I don't know, they're talking about shrimps, but who cannot work it out, you know? They think the kids are just kids and can't work out certain stuff, yeah? And all of this is on the Family Channel. I don't understand. It's the Family Channel, it's Good Friday and the kids are there. Why they didn't sit at the table with the kids eating, talking to the kids, I don't know, about kids stuff, school, whatever. It's the Family Channel. So they have a channel called Cushane and Christina, or Chrissy and Cushane. They could, all these kind of talks or where they do their after dark should be there. I don't understand the Family Channel open up now for these kind of lewd talking, you know? I don't know, money I fi make, guys, money I fi make. And I notice no one in the comments telling her she must clean the shrimp. That's how much, to me, their viewers are even follow her like sheep. They're not even telling her the right thing. Clean the shrimp. Right? Then Jay must have said her belly was full, and then hear the mum, oh, round of applause, Jay belly full. Those kind of things, you know? I don't know. So then he was eating his shrimp, standing up, and from standing height, guys, he was just spitting the shell down in the plate. From standing height. I know I sound like I'm picking, but I am not. I am reacting. You're on video eating. Have a bit more manners in the video, or that's just how you are. He stood up, he was eating the shrimp, and from standing height, the shell in his mouth or whatever, he aimed at the plate and spat it out. I don't know. I'm not used to seeing things like that. Right? Finally, I see one of their viewers say that she must clean the shrimp. That was a big thing, you know, the shrimp. Then someone mentioned that shrimp is related to cockroach. I think it was her. And in my mind, I was like, what? I went straight into Google, guys, and wow, shrimp is some distant cousin to cockroach. I don't understand. I was shocked because I love shrimps. And I refuse to look at shrimps now and see them as cockroach. I'm not going to do that, guys. I love shrimp too much. Yeah. But they are distant cousins. Oh, blimey. But you know the Chinese, them eat cockroach. Chinese eat cockroach, all kind of bug. Yeah? Toast them, grill them. They're meant to be very good for you and taste nutty. Oh, God. So, cockroach can yam, so shrimp can yam, I suppose. Gosh. Even Q asked, are we supposed to eat the black thing in the shrimp? And the mum told her, it's doo-doo. Q says she don't want to eat that again. But the mum found it so funny that she was feeding the family doo-doo. She found that really funny. And it's not funny, you know. My mum would be mortified. My mum, she wouldn't put that in her mouth. She found that very funny. Then they started to talk about a YouTube content creator called Piper. I had never heard of her. It was interesting and said that there was a documentary on Netflix about her called Bad Influence. I've never heard of her, but I am going to watch it, guys. I forgot, you know, I could have watched it already. And it's like Chrissy never really want to talk about it, right? But I did Google it, and apparently it was a young girl who had a YouTube channel from the age of 8, and her mum was like helping her grow her channel. And then they had a few friends, what they got together called the Piper Squad, something like that. There was maybe about 6 of them, 4 boys, 4 girls, something like that. And apparently the kids spoke out against the mum, saying she was wildly offensive and sexually explicit to them, made wildly offensive comments and was sexually explicit to them. So I don't know the whole story. And that Piper's mum, she paid out 2 million in compo to these children. 2 million in compensation was paid out, and then she disclaimed liability. That means she pays that to them, but not saying she's guilty of anything. She's not claiming liability for anything. It's like hush money. She pays that out to them and case drop. You understand? You know, the case drop. One of that kind of situation. So never heard of her. Comment below if you have. Bad Influence is the name of the documentary. So I found that interesting. And I don't know, like the mum never want to talk about it much. I don't know, because this involves kids, sexually explicit comments. I don't know, it's kids and adults again, right? But this lady, she was reported, denies everything, but paid out 2 million. That's like Prince Andrew. They paid out, what was it, 10, 20 million to the woman from Epstein Place, but they don't own up to what they've done. Yeah? So you have this. That was another underage thing with Prince Andrew, Prince of England. And let me just say this. And the other day, I think it was Good Friday, he went to church with the king and his family. And the whole of the newspaper, them England, I chat about the man, have the man on the news. I chat how nobody don't want to see him. Nobody wants to see Prince Andrew. He was involved with Epstein, that's how you say it. The guy who took his life, and that woman, his sidekick, went to prison for 20 years because they had this house on some private island and they were shipping in underage kids. How only picnic trafficking was going on, right? Now, Prince Andrew was good friends with that man, Epstein, right? And he'd been to the islands a few times. And all of that came out. And one of the girls that was on the island, she's now a big woman, she sued him. She took him to court years and years later after Epstein dead. And he paid out 20 million to her the prince, the king brother, yeah, paid 20 million just to keep your mouth shut, but admits nothing. So you see the levels, guys. You see the levels, but all about children and underage sexual, lewd conducts or activity, right? But things happen, cases get dropped, yeah? And where there's support for victims, people get paid off to keep their mouth shut, and then they're not allowed to talk about it again. Yeah? So then the perpetrator will not claim liability. So the other thing about this, the big Prince Andrew, I should have done a separate video on that. Everybody's blogging, talking, the big newspapers, it's on the news. Everybody's talking their opinion. They say alleged when they have to say it, because freedom of speech is allowed. You can't sue people for what is in the public eye. So just to let you know, yeah, same stories, essay on children, right? I didn't mean to talk about that. It's not on my notes, but I thought I'd add it in, guys. I thought I'd add it in. Then, all right, back to these people now, right? I noticed this lady, apparently the Chinese people that made her makeup ripped her off because they've been selling it behind her back, her brand, everything, right? But the way she talks about the Chinese and how the Chinese con you, and this is about the third time I've heard her talk like that, and I'm thinking, girl, be careful how you come out and talk about race, genders, whatever we believe in. You have to be careful. She slates Chinese people like how she slate the Jamaicans. It's not a good look, You could say the manufacturer, what you used, but the way she said Chinese, she not trust Chinese, or skincare she do in America, even though the products probably come from China, but it was formulated in them because she not trust Chinese. So she don't like Chinese and she don't like Jamaicans. Allegedly. Yeah. But she start lecturing about, did you know that you have top brands and small brands, but everything is coming from the same factory? It's all under the same umbrella. We know that. We know that, guys, even in food. Some food, or even, I'll tell you one, them clothes washing pod, Bold 3, Ariel, and all of those guys, a box of that is nearly £10, right? For like 12 pods or something. And when you buy the cheaper pod, Daz, what is cheaper, you can get a box of washing up pods of Daz for under £5, 12 in the box. When you open it, it's the exact same pods because it's all under the same umbrella. There's a lot of food as well, certain things. They're all coming from the same place, but you'll have it packaged for Sainsbury's, packaged for Tesco's, packaged for Heinz. It's all coming from the same place. So yes, ma'am, we know that with grocery food as well. So maybe if you look into some of your grocery foods and now and then test out the store brand or the cheaper brand, you're going to find it is exactly the same thing. You're just paying for brand and packaging. I'm going off topic. How long is this? 24 minutes. All right, guys. I noticed she's always hugging on him, told him that she pays him compliments, she tell him how him smell good, all of that. You never hear him doing that. She talks a lot of business talk, talking about her business. But to me, all that business talk, if you can't stand up on your own, it has to always, there's a lot you can't do for yourself. You know, when incidents happen, you can't stand on your own with all that business. So there's a lot you need to learn within your business, you know. Then she beat the palm of her hand in her chest, guys. And she start talk about, remember all the views we used to get in the past, all the views we used to get, and how nobody want to talk about that. People only want to talk about negativity. That's what she said. So I don't know. So definitely they're trying to build up all their views. She's talking about all the views they used to get in the past. I don't know. To me, them still get load of views. I wish I had them views there. They still get load of views, but I was never really concentrating on their views in the past, to be honest. So I don't know the difference then till now. But, you know, so talking of the views of the past, are you not getting those now? But as you can see, all the channels open up now and everything are gone pan everywhere. Yeah? So they're trying their hardest to get it all back going how it used to be in the past. Then they would started to talk about OC shoplifting. Now, I didn't notice it, guys. In her last weekly vlog, when she was doing the checkout, it's about 58 minutes into the vlog. I do remember when OC said to her, Mum, there's an aeroplane, something like that. But I never noticed, guys, when you go and look, yes, the baby took something off the shelf. She put it under her shirt. And it couldn't fit in her shirt properly. She put it down into her trousers, into her leggings. Like she really did shoplift. She knew she was stealing the thing. She knew she was going to take it. She pushed it up in her top. She pushed it down in her trousers. Me no know where she learned that from. But it must be in the DNA. Even the dad started to say, she's just like him. And then they found it very funny. The way they tell the story, to be honest, and when you even go and see her, you have to laugh. But I wouldn't laugh in front of her about that. It can be very serious. They found it very funny that she was stealing. They actually found it hilarious. They had tears in their eyes, how they found it funny. She distracted her mum so she could thief. And he started talking about how much he used to thief. And I'm telling you, he started to talk about how he go in JC Penney, put on jacket and walk out. And he was a big thief, guys. You'd have to go and listen to him. How they thief clothes like them boss. Him know all the tricks. And how Walmart is the best place to go and thief. Can you imagine influencers, content creators sitting talking about this? I wonder how much people watch the Watch Chrissy Work channel, but they don't watch these stuff. And this is on the family channel. So he never just used to thief on the military compound, and he even thiefed there. He said so. He used to thief clothes. He used to thief food. Him say him never have no money. In America. In America. And his wife finds it so funny when he's telling the stories of the thieving. And she knew, because she knew some of these stories, because she said when she first met him, she said, oh my God, he's a thief. She meet a thief. I don't know. But she looks at him in awe, like the stories are something motivating and good. Me not understand anything that about this man. His wife love him. His wife love it. Dirty love, thief in love, cheating love, essay love, allegedly. She just can't stop loving him. I don't know, guys. A lot of people say it's all about the money, the brand, and da-da-da-da, and I'm back and forth with it, man. And it's all about the money, because she don't control the purse strings, or she don't know how to do all the academic stuff. You understand? I don't know. I don't know, because when you watch this live, her eyes is full of love. Full of love. She laughs a lot. Belly laughs. Belly laughs. Yeah? Glad to have her husband by her side, for better, for worse. She's his biggest fan. She find him hilarious. Yeah? He mentioned, they were chatting, and he mentioned in the past how he used to edit her videos. That's what he said. I'm just bringing that up. He mentioned how he used to edit her videos. I don't know if he even said used to, or he does edit it now. So I don't know. Which is it? That one, I'm sitting on the fence. She said it goes Jamaica, but I know he used to edit them. So me no know. Maybe it changed. Let's not go back there. Old news. It's just that he mentioned it again. He said he never used to thief in Jamaica, only in America. I don't know if that's true. A thief is a thief. I don't know. You know, in Jamaica, they catch you, they beat you on the spot. So I don't know. And then I'm noticing, you know, it's Easter Good Friday, and her friend's little girl is in the house. She's in the house, and I'm thinking, man, you're not afraid. I hope she's spoken to her little girl anyway, and her little girl will go to her mum and tell her anything that she needs to tell her, if she ever needs to tell her anything. So, I don't know, right? Then he was in his phone, like he got a text or something, and she must have got a little bit of an attitude. And then he tells her she's too jealous, right? How it's his dog in the phone, like it's his bro on the phone, right? He said to her, if him ever leave her, she will mad out, yeah? Because she was suddenly saying, don't play with me. When he was in the phone, she was suddenly saying, don't play with me, don't play with me. So he was telling her how she's too jealous. And if he ever left her, she'd mad out. She said, no, she wouldn't. He asked her again and again, so you wouldn't mad out if me left you wouldn't mad out. And she says no. He says that he would mad out if she left him. So because he asked her again and again, and she kept saying no, you know what he said? He said, well, you wait till next time, me rare, and we will see. Guys, I had to rewind that 2 times and listen properly. He said, yeah, well, like next time when me rare, and he said rare, because maybe he caught himself. Next time when me cheat, next time when you what, sir? He said, then we will see. Like, what? What do you mean by that? Like, him have it pre-planned. Where am I going to do? I don't know. Then a viewer, one of her subscribers assured her that if him left, she's all right because she's got them. And he said, oh, so him not have nobody. And like they said, no. Yeah. And he was saying he wouldn't mad, somebody would have to unalive. He said him wouldn't mad, somebody would have to unalive. That's what he said. If she left him wouldn't mad, somebody would have to unalive. Comment below what that mean. What that mean. Then he admits him would mad and remind him of a song, Please Don't Leave Me. I don't know, guys. They're crazy. They're crazy. So anyway, that was about it. Comment below. Do you clean out your shrimp? Should OC be spoken to seriously and told off for stealing? You know, young toddlers do it, right? They might do it, but what do? You scare them about police. You take them back to the shop, make them bring it back so that they don't do stuff like that. But because the father does it, the mother finds it funny, I don't know. Should topics of sexual nature and stealing be on the family channel alongside the kids? Comment below. These are just the things I'm wondering out of this. And, you know, my conclusion, these two people suit each other to the max. Unfortunately, he's a cheater and he's been accused of lewd conduct, right? Lewd misconduct on a minor. And you know what, guys? If it weren't for him and you're watching them, we would be like the old days. But the cloud is there. It's just watching with a different eye now. Watching with different expectations. You just, because we know the real them, innit? We know the real them now. The two of them. So that was that. There was a quick little video. Again, they even, at the end of their live, she was bending over chatting and he went behind her and was pretending to give her backers on the family channel. Yeah? But she loves it. Yeah? And the kids are around. The kids weren't in bed. So I don't know. The last I saw, Jay was sitting at the table. So I don't know. There was a little video again on the channel starring Miss Queen, she calls herself, and that was cute. And she was just in the car driving with her dad, but she was chatting a lot. She was full of energy. She was saying, though, what interests me, how she's going to be a cool mum. She's not going to yell at her girls for the simplest of stuff, because that doesn't make sense. And she doesn't support hitting kids. It would have to be extremely bad. She said her kids will always want to tell her stuff. She said she's going to be a nice mum. She wants 5 kids, 2 boys, 3 girls. She wants the boys first to protect the girls. Yeah. She will be an auntie that her sister's kids can come and talk to when they need someone to talk to. I was thinking, wow, you know, what an imagination, you know, what in life makes her know that when she's a mum, she's gonna do, she doesn't say she's gonna do things like my mum. It's as if she's saying she's gonna do things differently. Remember, all the kids have called her angry mum already on video. So it's like she's saying how different she's going to be. She said, my kids are going to love me and tell me their secrets. And she'd make her kids grow to love her. I thought that was interesting. She says she's going to be rich with a 10-story house on a hill and own a Cadillac. And she's Miss Queen. Yeah, that was cute. So I thought that was cute and interesting that you know, these young kids already have an idea of what type of parent they want to be. And it sounds like she wants to be different from the one she's got. So that was it, guys. Like, share, subscribe, leave a comment below. If you never watched the live, what do you think about the things I've told you? They're back like nothing ever happened. Yep. Very comfortable. They broke the ice. And from they broke the ice and showed themselves together, they're just on a roll. And we will roll with them and see what I go on. Yes. Like, share, subscribe. And I'll be back soon with another video, guys. I'm out.